friends, it is time for Learning with Miss Pierce, and today is Tuesday, September 1st, and it is time for our reading lesson. So today's read aloud is In the Small, Small Pond, and the author is Denise Fleming. So something's going on in the small, small pond, so let's find out what's going on in the small, small pond. Got some nice illustrations here. Do you know what that is? It's a dragonfly. Sometimes they look kind of scary when they're flying up and around your head, but dragonflies don't bite. They're really, really big and they're really, really cool, but they do not bite. So you do not have to be afraid of those when they come flying around. Dragonflies are always a good sign of the summertime, summer and springtime. In the small, small pond. Jiggle, wiggle, tadpoles wriggle. Do you know what tadpoles are? Tadpoles are baby frogs. They are baby frogs. Waddle, wade, geese parade. Like here's the mama geese coming down into the pond, and here are her babies following behind her. Hover, shiver, wings quiver. Look at those dragonflies flying around the pond. Drowse, doze, eyes close. You can see this little froggy, his eyes are closing right there. Oh, and there's a little turtle, his eyes are closing. Lash, lunge, herons plunge. So a heron, you might have seen one of those on a pond before. They have really long legs and they're kind of tall. We do have these type of birds in our area. Looks like he's plunging into the water. He's diving into the water with his head. He might be looking for some food. Splitter, splatter, minnows scatter. Do you know what a minnow is? They're little silvery fish. They're really, really tiny. Tiny, not tino, tiny. A lot of people use those fish to catch bigger fish on their fishing line. Circle, swirl, whirligigs twirl. Have you ever seen bugs that look like they're skating on top of the water? Those are these kind of bugs, these whirligigs. Sweep, swoop, swallows scoop. So these pretty blue birds are diving down and they're scooping up some water. Maybe even scooping up some of those minnows to eat. This little frog is curious, checking out what's going on. Click, clack, claws, crack. Look at those. Those kind of look like lobsters, but because it's a pond, I think those might be called crayfish, and they kind of look like lobsters, but they're smaller. Dabble, dip, tails flip. So it looks like we've got some ducks diving down to get some nice little yummy, yummy food, and their tails are flipping up. Have you ever looked at a pond or water and saw just the butt of a duck sticking up? Well, yeah, because he's dipping his head down trying to get some food. Splish, splash, pause, flash. Do you know what kind of animal that is? That's a raccoon. He's trying to get himself something to eat out of the water too. He's splishing and splashing in the water. Look at our frog buddy trying to get away. It's like, I'm out of here. pile, pack. Muskrats stack. Look at them building their home. You might also see a beaver building his home along the river. They use sticks and mud and broken tree branches. There's our buddy the frog again. Chill breeze, winter freeze. Ooh, it looks like it's snowing now. Everyone better get to a warm place in their home or their nest. Cold night, sleep tight, small, small pond. That was a pretty cute story. So we talked about setting yesterday. Do you remember what I told you what setting means? The setting is where the story happens. It's where everything happens in the story. Can you tell me what the setting of this story is? The setting is in this story is even in the title. The setting is the pond. The place where this story happens is in the pond. The turtles and the herons, they're all in the pond. The place where all of these animals are is in the pond. The minnows and our buddy the frog. So the setting of this story is the pond. The place where this story happens is in the pond. So we also talked about adjectives yesterday, and adjectives were describing words. It's how you tell someone what something looks like. And yesterday we talked about color words for describing, and you know all your color words. We've got orange here and pink. So maybe if I told you that I wanted a pink bow, the adjective would be the pink, and it's describing the bow or telling you what the bow looks like. So colors, yellow, those are all adjectives. Colors are adjectives. They describe something. Then we have red. This is a red triangle. The color red is describing the triangle. So if you couldn't see this triangle, let's say go ahead and close your eyes. Close your eyes. And I said I have a red triangle. You can picture the triangle because you know what a triangle shape is and you know the color red. And I'm describing it with the adjective red. Go ahead, open your eyes. There's that red triangle you saw with your eyes closed. And green. So all of our color words, those are all adjectives. Those describe something or tell you what something looks like. Now, other type of adjectives are size adjectives. So describing the size of something. So here I have a couple of pictures of a couple of trees. And if I was going to describe these trees or tell you what these trees look like, I could use their size. So this is a thick tree. Can you tell that the bark on that, not the bark, the trunk, that's called the tree trunk, the trunk on that tree is thick, whereas this one is thin or skinny. So the adjectives that I'm using to describe these have to do with their size. So this is a thick tree, whereas this is a thin tree. So that's size adjective. Size. It's describing it by its size. And then I have a picture of a monkey. And we have a tall monkey here. He's tall. And then we have a short monkey. So I'm describing these monkeys by their size by saying tall for this one and short for this one. So another size adjective, tall and short. And here I have a picture of an elephant and a little mouse. So the elephant is huge or ginormous or giant. I'm describing that elephant's size with the word huge and giant or big. So the adjectives I'm using are huge, giant, big, and they all talk about his size. Whereas if I was going to describe the mouse, I'd say he was tiny or small. So the adjectives I'm using are tiny and small. I'm describing the size of this mouse to you. And then the last one I wanted to show you, some other size adjectives. I have a little rainbow worm here. This one is long. Can you see how long he is? He's long. If I was going to describe this one, how would you describe this one? If this one is long, this one is what? What adjectives would we use? Can you guys see that? What adjective would we use to describe this one? If this one is long. Short. This one is short. So if you couldn't see my worms, my rainbow worms, and I was describing them to you with adjectives, I would say one of my rainbow worms is long, and one of my rainbow worms is short. I'm describing their size with the adjectives long and short. So you can describe things with colors, or you can describe things with sizes. And describing something is called using an adjective. An adjective. Okay, my darlings, let's go over our sight words for this week. So here we have little. That's also an adjective. That's a size adjective if you're saying something is big or little. So we have little. The. Everybody say the. Do you remember this one? I. Good. That one's an easy one, isn't it? Am. Good. Let's read those again. Let's start with I. I am little. That's what the mouse would say, right? I am little. Then we have the. Let's see if I can make another sentence. Let's use all of them. I am the. Okay. So I am the little dog. That's a good sentence. I am the little dog. Let's try one more. I am the little car. So remember to keep practicing your sight words because we're going to learn new ones every week. And the quicker you are at reading these, the easier it will be for you to read books. So one more time, here we go. I am the little. Okay, my darlings, one last thing. You know, we've got to go through our alphabets. You should be practicing your alphabets every day. The more you practice, the easier it will be to memorize them and know them when you see them. Okay, say them with me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's what we practiced writing today. G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, oops, sorry guys, Y, Z. All right, my darlings, that's the end of our reading lesson for Tuesday, September 1st. Everybody have a great night. See you later. Bye.